Trump hangs Autopen image instead of Biden portrait in press photo gallery. He thinks he's so funny. A few more decorative changes have come to the White House. At least it's not more of that tacky gold. I bet he got ripped off too. I bet he got ripped off. All that gold is tacky, and I'm sure he got ripped off. Few more decorative changes, as we said. The Donald Trump White House has installed a new presidential portrait gallery. One portrait, though, is curiously missing, but the name is there. Let's honor all the presidents. Let's see what's going on here. See, new presidential walk of fame, they're calling it. It's been built along the West Wing Colonnade, featuring portraits of all the presidents in gilded frames. However, rather than putting up former President Joe Biden's portrait, a picture of an auto pen making Biden's signature is there instead. Where's the laugh track? Does CYT have a laugh track?
Ha ha ha.
Donald Trump, there it is. It's we're on a budget. And then, yeah. Donald Trump has always been critical of Biden's use of the auto pen, which is a routine method of executing official documents when signatories are unable to sign them. Trump has pushed unfounded claims that Biden didn't understand what he was. Well, he didn't understand what was going on during his presidency because of his use of an auto pen to sign legislation and pardons. Trump has suggested that the pardons Biden signed using the technology should be considered null and void. ABC News with the reporting. It's a decision I have to make. We put up a picture of the auto pen, Trump said in an interview with the Daily Caller earlier this month. In June, the Trump White House removed a portrait of Hillary Clinton, former First Lady, Secretary of State, as well as Trump challenger in the 2016 election. Clinton's portrait was replaced with red, white, and blue painting of Trump. Then in August, Trump moved portraits of former presidents Barack Obama, George W. Bush, George H.W. Bush from the entryway of the White House to have a less prominent position. Now, he beat Hillary Clinton. It's really, we could call that the official start of the nightmare. And people weren't keen on her. But I think it's safe to declare that. So I don't know why he's still going on with that. We know about Obama. Nothing like him. George W. Bush is friends with the former First Lady, Michelle Obama. She gives him candy, hard candies at events. So they're close, and I guess he figures And the Bushes, H.W. Bush was, I believe, a war hero. But he doesn't like the Bush family. He degraded the little brother, Jeb. He ended his political career, but yet he's still at it. Okay. White House brought attention to the new gallery on social media as well. Placed directly in the middle of two Trump portraits, the framed photo of Biden's name is drawing backlash from conservatives as well, who think the move is tacky. It's taking things too far. Oh, now it's taking things too far. Count me out, Lindsey Graham said at one point, right? That was when they stormed the building, right? And they defecated and stuff. A woman died. Police bear sprayed and pounded. They stole Nancy Pelosi's mail. Didn't they put their feet on her desk? But now this is tacky. One Trump supporter said the move was taking things too far. She asked, "What's next?" God, don't ask that. Let's pump the brakes on asking what's next. You're going to replace Nixon with a pic of the Watergate Hotel, Carter with a pic of Iran, or Clinton with a pic of Monica next. And now you just gave them ideas. And that all will happen within the next 24 to 48 hours, as soon as they can get that stuff framed up. Now it's going to happen, which may be why you did it. Support him for everything else, whoever this anonymous woman is. Not anonymous, Jackie. Ritako. Thank you for your attention to this matter, Jackie. White House posted a photo of Trump admiring his work. This is immature, okay? It's immature. What say you, Elliot?
Yeah, it is. It's definitely immature. I also think, just from like a comedic standpoint, there is oftentimes the criticism of the right that they don't really understand a lot of humor. And when I look at that, I'm like, what is the joke here exactly? Like, are you saying that Biden is the auto pen? Or that he just used, like, it doesn't actually just structurally make sense, I think, as a joke. I think you could include him falling down. You could include just a really unflattering photo. It would at least still make sense. It just looks like you named the auto pen Joe Biden. So
Yeah.
I don't personally care what they do with these portraits. I think it's just a little silly and childish what they're doing. But I also think having this like holy shrine to past presidents is kind of weird too. But
Yeah.
I think just in terms of comedy, they could have had someone punch it up a little bit, because it doesn't technically it doesn't make sense. Like, I get it, I get what they're going for, but it doesn't make sense.
It wasn't well thought out. I
No,
picture, and you would know, okay, and your wife would know. When Jimmy Kimmel was preparing for the show, his return, there's like a group of people, right? They're running jokes by. They're saying, "Ah, it was
yeah,
a little flat." Oh, I know. Let's punch it up with this. I
right,
I don't know. Maybe Chappelle just sits in a room and does all the stuff alone, but this is not worthy. But then I'm sure Jimmy, if you want to do a great show, then perhaps you would run it by and you maybe would take
right.
some suggestions, right? You're
Yeah,
working on a special or something. But if you believe you have all the answers and you're perfect, maybe you wouldn't.
right. Like, Biden left just an absolute trail of goodies that you can make fun of him for, choosing a weird photo of a auto pen and then being like, hey, it's not that. It's like, it's one of those, almost a dad joke, but even dad jokes still make sense. Like, they're still usually just a pun.
Yes.
This isn't a pun. This is just going, remember that time he used an auto pen a lot? That's not a joke in and of itself. You can't put that in a frame and call it funny. I'm disappointed in this administration that is so good normally, or at least can be good at trolling people. This is a step back for them, and I, for one, am very offended by it.
You're so right. I mean, there's so much great material. I Googled Weekend at Bernie's, the poster,
Right,
for the movie. Thinking that could have been, right?
right. That's right there for them, just waiting. It's a shame
It is a shame.
they've lost their touch.
And then the other part, and I'm going to get off of it because it's just very juvenile. It's sophomore behavior.
It is.
But the fact that you have to keep pointing it out, take a picture of me admiring this. It should
Yeah,
be something where they're the press. Stop
yeah.
distracting them so they can discover it organically and then write about it. But he couldn't even wait
Yeah.
for that.
That's an excellent point. Like, let it sort of just sit there and let someone stumble upon that would be funny. But doing it and then drawing attention to it just ruins the joke and even more. Again, this is the biggest story that is going on right now. So if we're not all obsessed with this, I don't know what we're doing, because there's truly nothing more important.
I mean, it's not, it's hardly getting any write up. So that means his targets. And by the way, Hillary Clinton,
Yeah,
she's not president. She never became a US president. Okay. So why is she on the wall? Just call it your enemies list.
right.
And Joe Biden probably doesn't even know you're making fun of him. This is not widely reported, and nor should it be.